Hey guys, yes I know I always tend to start these things off in the kitchen, but you have to understand it's part of the creative process. You gotta have your coffee in the morning. And by the way, I highly recommend the Hamilton Beach Brew Station because it also makes iced coffee as well. And I'm going with the fine ground Italian Lavazza. But we're not here to talk about coffee. Let's head on over to the tech station. Sorry. Alright, first I want to start out this episode on showing you the type of camera equipment that I use for this. Now, seeing as how this is a studio, I do use full-on professional equipment. You know, green screens, professional lighting, and yes, professional tripods and cameras as well. And the camera that I use to film all my videos, I'm going to show you with this. Yes, this is not the camera I use. So let's go take a look at what camera I do use. And here she is, guys, the full-on professional Sony Z5U on top of a wonderful fluidic tripod from 3Pod. Now this is a hybrid, meaning that it not only records to HDV, but it records to compact flash memory with this little add-on attachment. Has a nice 3.5-inch monitor, XLR inputs for professional audio, and it has a unidirectional shotgun mic which picks up voice very, very well. And it has this beautiful, let me actually just give this a little spin here. Beautiful, beautiful lens. It's a Sony G lens. 20x optical zoom. Here's our focus, zoom, and iris rings. Neutral density filters, independent audio control. This is the real deal, folks. And I like to point this out a lot because this is a true fact and a pretty cool fact. This is the same model camera they use on the Discovery Channel for their TV shows, such as Deadliest Catch and a lot of the reality shows. And all around a very, very solid camera. Now, as I just stated a minute ago, I am filming this in 60 frames per second now that YouTube actually supports 60 frame per second playback. So tell me if you guys like it better. It's more lifelike as opposed to the 24 frames cinematic look. But I'm just testing it out. It's just to test the water, see how it is. But anyway, moving on to the next step of the process when it comes to making these documentaries. First, we went over in the last episode just going through the sheer amount of footage, which is the most tedious part, but probably the hardest part for me, and I'm gonna guess it's hard for a lot of people who do documentary and narration work, is just writing the script. Here we are, this is part 2. This is the script to part 2 of the documentary. The hardest part is trying to find a way to present the information in an interesting manner without just droning on and losing audience retention. So, doing that and trying to just get the information that you need, lay it out in an intelligent manner, in a manner where people are going to absorb the information without basically drooling at their computer screen from boredom, is by far the most challenging part. So that is the next thing that I'm working on, and after this is when we actually go into the recording of it. So let me show you a little insight into how I do that. Okay guys, after I've written my narration, it's obviously time to record it. The program I use to do that is called Audacity, and I'm sure many people are familiar with that because a lot of YouTubers use it and a lot of people who do voiceovers use it. It's a fantastic program and it's free. A lot of great editing tools as well. And the most important part of recording the narration is having a great microphone, which I do. This is a Blue Snowball, which has 3 different settings, and obviously I use the omnidirectional vocal setting, which gives you that studio sound. It really cuts down on ambient noise. And this right here is the pop filter, so it eliminates the popping from P's. Overall, a very great microphone. Obviously, you've heard the quality of it through part 1 of the documentary. And actually what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to record an actual block of narration from part 2 of the documentary, which nobody has seen yet or heard yet. And I want you guys to actually see it in real time, so when you do see the final product, you can look back and say, you recorded it on this. So here we go. I'm going to record this block right here. Let me highlight that, and here we go. All right, and we're recording. A majority of our audience is familiar with the fact that the twins are homeschooled. But believe it or not, this was not always the case, as Jesse and Jaden went to public school right alongside Maddox, and the home classroom we know of today was simply a spare empty bedroom left in the wake of Jeremy moving out of the house. That's all there is to it. You can see the wavelength right here, very solid, very equal. If we were to play that back, the majority of our audience is familiar with the fact that the twins are homeschooled. But believe it or not, this was not always the case. Audio level is pretty consistent up top. Jesse and Jaden went to public school right alongside Maddox, and the home classroom we know of today was simply a spare empty bedroom left in the wake of Jeremy moving out of the house. And there you have it. That is the second to last part, as opposed to actually getting it into the editing program and finishing that up and kind of mending it all together. I'll show you that in the next episode. I want to wrap that up for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like it, click that subscribe button. Please spread the word. And of course, my partners at Our Twin Life, Michelle, Jesse, and Jaden, if you do not know who they are, please head on over to their channel, link in the description, give them a subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you, guys.